something very significant that the doctors wanted to place in.
Nandi for a minute and then we
Sure. I'm so grateful, my lords. My lords, on the last occasion, the state government had vilified the doctors. For the doctors, my lords, we represent 25,000 doctors in the state of West Bengal. If I may just. Yes. My lords, on the last occasion, my lords, if we may go turn by turn.
Between the two of you,
I'm not addressing the court. I just want to make a distinction between senior doctors and junior doctors. My learned friend is rightly representing the senior doctors who are supporting us. I am representing the junior doctors who have today ceased work. So our submissions will be different.
Yes, Ms. Nandi.
My lords, on the last occasion, a number of statements, misleading statements, and I really say this with responsibility, were made by the state of West Bengal. And in that status report, which we were not given, we wrote twice formal letters, and with regard to the doctors, the senior doctors as well as the junior doctors. We have filed an affidavit in this regard, my lords.
So can you summarize what you have to say? Can you just summarize what you have to say? Tell us, we'll make a note of it.
But my lords, if I may just hand this over because it has some relevant document.
Tell us what you have to say.
Number one, my lords, they have said that the state of West Bengal, the medical system is collapsing because of the strikes of the junior doctors. My lords, the senior doctors are working overtime double shifts because their junior doctors are not feeling safe. They have said, for example, in the status report, para 15 of my lord's order, 7C.
So according to you, everything is going on as normal. Nobody is...
My lords, everything, it is true, is not going on as normal. But in 7C, for example,
so,
have said that cardiology treatments such as stenting and angiography.
The juniors are not on duty. The seniors are trying to fill up the gap to the extent they can.
My lords, for the firstly, they are filling up.
So therefore, we ask
the junior doctors.
Are you in a position to say that, well, everything is as normal as ever?
My lords, we are not saying that, but what we are saying
is that you are doing your duties as seniors to fill in the breaches caused by the absence of the junior doctor.
And my lords, we have placed on record, and my lords just make...
That's all right. You made your point. What's the next point?
Please. The second thing is that there are a number of debts that they have claimed that they say that they have got from media reports. Now, we were able to glean in the absence of being given the allegations that are being made against us. We were somehow able to glean one case from which, with regard to which we have obtained the clinical reports, and it is a lie. There's no question of it. It is a lie. So, my lords, this demonizing of the doctors has to stop. So, my lords, if my lords will take note of that and ask them to give us any further status reports or allegations that are made against the doctors so that we can respond, we would be grateful. Secondly, my lords, in terms of safety, there is a notification that has been issued by the state of West Bengal to institute Rattire Shathi.
Sorry?
To institute a cadre that they call Rattire Shathi. Now, this Rattire Shathi, my lords, is at page 23 to 28 of these affidavits. If I may just hand it over. Rattire Shathi means
the companion at night.
Friend of the night. Companion at night.
A companion at night to maintain some sort of safety.
Yes. And this is their response, my lords.
Page
23. So, my lords will look at para 2.
Yeah, if you have got it.
Now, these 1514 number security personnel will be placed in government medical college and hospitals as per breakup attached by outsourcing through agency for a period of 1 year. This is one objection, my lords. But the second objection is at page 24, which is that they get a training of 7 days. So the director, principal, MSVP, all concerned, with a request to verify antecedents of all such hired personnel, a training of 7 days in consultation with the district police authority may be organized for these hired security personnel. Now, my lords, has the state of West Bengal come to this, that when an incident has happened where Sanjoy Roy, the accused, was a civic volunteer, Well, and at night, my lords.
My lord, I wish to
Yes,
fully support.
My lords, may I complete my brief submissions and then?
Yes.
My lords, with regard to the other safety mechanisms that my lord had directed, there are budget allocations, but beyond that, there are a few extra CCTV cameras that have been installed, and that is really it. So in terms of the safety and security, our senior doctors are there, but we are being assaulted.
All right, we got your point.
And my lords, lastly, with regard to the financial irregularities, we have been assisting the CBI directly. And even today, given what had fallen from my lords, I had passed to the solicitor and to the CBI a standard operating procedure with regard to the post-mortem. It's a memorandum dated 3/1/2020. And we have also given a large number of other documents, if that may be taken into account. And my lords, if my lords will consider, the financial irregularities case, my lords, is intricately connected, I beg your pardon, as I had mentioned earlier. My lords, Dr. Shondeep Ghosh has been arrested now in the rape and murder case. So our concern is that
Investigation into that started a little later, because that aspect started a little later. That the CBI is investigating. They have referred to it in their status report.
exactly. So my lords, because my lords' supervision of the matter has been so salutary, we are really only requesting that the status reports on the next occasion be placed before my lords in sealed cover to strengthen the
On the financial irregularities also.
on the financial irregularities also.
So you need an order for us? You can give us a status report on the incident of the alleged rape and murder, as well as on the financial irregularities.
Shall be done. We can have no objection.
Yes.
I'm so grateful, my lords. That completes my
My lord, on the question of these night.
Your lordship said that anyway, that's all right.
Now we can.
Yes, I agree.
Once they complete, we'll come back so you can give us a comprehensive response.
Yes, yes.
I have something to say on the order of address. I do believe it's the privilege of the state of West Bengal to be first addressing the court for the reason that a settlement has been reached yesterday night until the early hours of the morning.
That's what I was trying to show.
Not reporting back to work. I request this court, my lord, to invite the state of West Bengal to address you on what is the settlement that has been reached, because it will take care of many of the demands that we have raised. We, the junior doctors, it is an issue because this court has passed an order directing us to go back to work. We wish to comply with that order, my lord. Now, in relation to that, a certain settlement has been reached. If my learned friend doesn't want to present the settlement, I will present it. I have a copy of it. But I feel it is his privilege.
All right. Mr. Anupam Lal Das,
And secondly, my lord, just one small thing in relation to submission that my learned friend Ms. Nandi made. I fully support her suggestion. I agree that the senior doctors have been greatly supporting the junior doctors, but we have our own point of view, which I will present to you after the state of West Bengal has presented a copy of the settlement to you. Secondly, my lord, in my opinion, that force of 1,514 people requires to be dismantled with immediate effect.
Yes.
They are outside the law. They do not fall. They must be replaced by regular police of the state of West Bengal. They are performing a policing function, and it cannot be performed by people who do not hold the position of police in the state of West Bengal. Therefore, request is to disband that force of 1,514 people total number, and replace them in the interest of safety and security with the regular police force of the state of West Bengal. That's our request.
I appear for the senior doctors, Milords, and we just want to place our concerns on record. We, Milords, are all working. We are working overtime. And Milords, as far as we are concerned, all these 20 departments, cases which have been pointed out, in any case were manned by the senior doctors. Junior residents, etc., were not placed there. So, Milords, that is something that I also wanted to place on record.
Yes.
As far as we are concerned, we are working overtime. There has been absolutely no this thing from our side. That's our.
So may I make a submission?
May
May I make a small submission before Mr. Sipal is called upon? I appear for a doctors' organization, thank you, called Doctors for Patients in Calcutta. Our suggestions will give to the task force. There are two issues we'd like to highlight to your lordships. First is pertaining to the investigation itself. Second is pertaining to the policy of 19th August. There are two more clauses, since your lordships already have that before your lordships. I'll start with that.
13th September.
19th August, the West Bengal policy which has come out, which Ms. Nandi had just read out. If your lordship
13th September.
Please.
No, your lordship, this is 19th of August. If your lordship will have my IA then, 188500.
Ms. Nandi, where's your 19th of August in your compilation that idea is referring to?
Or if your lordship will see my IA, lordship.
So we'll refer to one eye. It's so much easier if we have it every.
That is correct. Is 19th August. 19th August, Government of West Bengal, Department of Health and Family Welfare.
August.
August what? It's part of that helpers of the night policy. Is there an earlier status report? In your status report?
Yes. It's in the earliest.
Apparently, it's in the earlier status report of the state of West Bengal.
All right. What is it?
There are September policy. All right. It's in my affidavit. Your Lordship, there are two problems here with that 19th August circular. It's there in my IA as well as I'm told in the earlier status report of the state of West Bengal. Ma'am, which page number is it? Because what I have is the 13th of September. Okay. Then maybe
She's appealing for whom? I'm not aware.
the policy was.
Association of Doctors and Patients.
Doctors and patients.
I'm appearing for Doctors for Patients. It's a trust called Doctors for Patients. So, Your Lordship.
What's your point?
I have 2 points. Number one, in this policy, Your Lordship said 11, clause 11, subclause 5 and 6 we have a serious problem with. One is working hours of women, including women doctors, should not preferably exceed 12 hours at a time. Second, wherever possible, night duty may be avoided for women to the extent possible. Now, this is the policy of the state of West Bengal, and our doctors have a serious problem with this. And Your Lordships in multiple cases.
That women should not work on night.
Exactly. Precisely.
Women will have an objection if you keep them from working.
Exactly. And to limit us to a 12-hour shift. In fact, many of the junior residents work for 36 hours flat out. Now, this is directly impinging on gender and being employed at all.
Completely right.
That is one. We'd like. And second point, I have a second point, Your Lordship. I have a second point. Second point pertains to investigation. One is on this policy, Your Lordship is seized with it. I will leave it at that.
Women don't want concessions. They want equal opportunity in
Anuj Garg's case.
Why do we prevent a woman doctor from working in the night?
Or 12 hours. Why limited to 12 hours, Your Lordship? Because junior doctors work for 36 hours. Now women will never be
taken. Should be for all doctors. 12 hours working time is for all doctors. Don't bifurcate.
Whatever the shift.
Exactly.
Women doctors are ready to work in exactly the same conditions.
Absolutely.
In terms of time.
Exactly. In Anuj Garg,
let's not undermine them.
Anuj Garg,
Undermine the lady doctors.
This has to be.
There is no issue, Malaj. We'll notify. We were just worried because there is no security in place at the moment. I want to make sure.
See, this
I want to make sure, Malaj, there is something like.
The answer to it is you must ensure security is in place.
I know, Malaj, that's the point.
Women that you will not be working after.
In addition, it says in addition. This is only temporary. But if your lordship wants me, no issue.
sits in for
is that it cannot provide security. The center is.
We are at item. If
in Anuj Garg's case, the Lordship.
You're right. We said that look,
Romantic paternalism.
The law, the provision of the Act, Punjab Excise Act was
Exactly.
that any establishment which serves liquor
Can't have
will not have a woman.
Employee.
We struck it down.
Of course, you should strike it down, Mother. There's no issue.
Therefore, two things, Mr. Bell. I think the state of West Bengal must immediately correct its notification. You cannot say that women will not work more than a 12-hour shift. If men are working more than a 12-hour shift,
They want to
they are entitled to work exactly at par with their male counterparts.
We'll issue a notification, but not an issue.
Your duty to provide security. And we can't tell any woman today in our country who's in the workforce that you will not work at night.
including in
Pilots work at night,
Call
doctors work
centers.
at night,
Call centers,
your armed
very certain.
forces,
Armed forces
women work.
My second point, Your Lordship. Second also. The second point, investigation itself. Again, it's a suggestion which has come from these doctors for patients. They say that apparently there are many people who possibly have information regarding this incident, and because of fear of retribution, they're not coming out and openly giving this information.
That is our problem also.
Therefore, may I just
Yeah,
finish,
please.
Mr. Mehta?
No, I'm supporting you.
Thank you. The request here is for an anonymous portal, because Your Lordship, the cyber crimes portal today has an anonymous portal for crimes. Also, this court, in the case of videography of child pornography, specifically said you should permit anonymous complaints and a specific portal should be set up. Our request today is to aid this investigation and to hopefully finally get the culprits. We need an anonymous portal which the CBI will set up, because many people don't want to disclose their identity even to CBI. And that is a fact today because of the nature of the matter Your Lordship has seen. We support no particular side here, but the point is people are scared. So if they can be enabled to give their complaints anonymously. Third is on Wikipedia, which is not part of my IA, but since Your Lordship said the photo is not there,
Yes.
the photo, Your Lordship, is not there on the Wikipedia website, but after the girl's name is mentioned, there are two footnotes. The first footnote refers to an article which is not an Indian journal, it's outside India, but that article has a photograph. So that footnote is also problematic because I just clicked on it on my phone when this discussion happened, and that takes me to an article.
While editing the order, I'll make sure that we cover that.
It's an external link, reference 1 and reference 2.
Thank you. Mr. Sibal,
But only one, to respond to Malot, she is right. We are also facing this difficulty. People are afraid to come forward and speak. Lord, we are ready to have an anonymous platform. The only difficulty in that would be, which is Lord, our difficulty, that there would be several things Lord, sent on that which are completely irrelevant, but we can't help it.
That is item 5 and 6.
But we can assure if
we just flooded with
that's the problem, Lord.
which
This is the theory going on.
This is functioning, they must be.
But I can assure my learned friend, if anybody comes, they would be fully anonymized. We will not disclose their identity to anyone.
Protection scheme.
Yes, Lord.
But despite that, this court is approved of an anonymous portal, despite all the witness protection schemes.
For the productive then.
Yes, task force is limited. It's a relatively a small agency. Now, if we get all kinds of relevant, irrelevant material on an anonymous portal, one officer will be only monitoring nothing else but only that portal. So, look at it.
We understand the problem.
Lord, we can assure if anybody comes, their identity will not be disclosed. It would remain only with the Joint Director CBI.
You just delete it. That's all.
Despite that, the cybercrimes portal has and may be publicized, my lords, by the pornography of
The
witness protection.
Totally counterproductive, though I have no.
All right, you made your point. Now, Mr. Sibal.
No, Manoj, just as far as items 5 and 6 is concerned, we'll issue a notification to delete it. That's all. So that's not an issue.
Item 5 and 6 of the notification date
Of
19th August 2020.
19th August, Manoj, clause 11, subclause 5 and 6 will be deleted by virtue of a notification, Manoj. So that's not an issue. Then your Lordship's order, Manoj, 9th of September, your Lordships rendered this order.
Previous order.
Kindly read Miller's paragraph 18 with me. In order to, your Lordship has that? All my lords have it? No.
We have copies.
We have copies, Mother, we'll try and give.
Yes.
No. Oh. May I read it, Mother? In order to create a sense of confidence among the doctors, we also
We saw the para. So what do you have to say on that? Mr.
Yes, so no, Malad, therefore we called 5 meetings we called. This is the 5th meeting and we want to tell your lordships what happened. Actually, I wanted to place it earlier, but this is after the 5th meeting, Malad. Yesterday night on 16th of September at 6:30. At the outset, Malad, the Chief Minister welcomed all the junior doctors present in the meeting. She expressed heartfelt grief for the deceased victim. She also added, the first demand of the West Bengal Junior Doctor Front is under the jurisdiction of the CBI. The state government would provide all necessary assistance as required for expediting the completion of the inquiry and justice to the deceased. As regards their demands relating to action against Kolkata Police, the CP Kolkata Police and DC North will be transferred. As regards the health manpower, the present DME and DHS will be transferred. Then rupees 100 crores have been sanctioned for hospital infrastructure like CCTV, washroom, etc., which will be formalized in close consultation with the medical fraternity. The composition of the Rogi Kalyan Samiti will be revised to make it more inclusive through inclusion of all stakeholders. The issues regarding safety and security within the hospital and college premises was discussed. The state government proposed that a task force headed by the Chief Secretary and including the Home Secretary, the DG Police, the CP Calcutta, as well as representatives as would be proposed by the junior doctors, will look into related matters. An effective and responsive grievance redressal mechanism would be put in place in the medical infrastructure across hospitals and colleges. Junior doctors were required to join back as a duty, requested to join back at duties. It was jointly resolved to work in close coordination to discuss and resolve all issues faced by the medical fraternity at the level of Chief Secretary. The West Bengal Junior Doctors Front representatives expressed disagreements with regard to no disciplinary action against DC Central and transfer of Health Secretary. As regards ensuring safety and security, it was intimated by them that further discussions regarding specific formulations of the same will be required. It was also proposed that the existing threat culture prevalent in the medical colleges can be removed after further deliberations through specific formulations. Democratically elected students' unions and RDAs regarding cease work and ongoing sit-in demonstration at Swasthya Bhavan. Representatives submit that a decision will be arrived at only after further discussion with all the junior doctors. The meeting ended with an appeal from the Chief Minister to the junior doctors to join back to work, ensuring delivery of healthcare services, and they've still not done it. And there are 10,000 of them, Mothers. There are 3,000 senior doctors, there are 10,000 junior doctors. 75 of the workforce is not going to work, and I must appreciate the outreach of the
any further comments.
Come on, please.
I was the one who said we have arrived at a settlement. Mr. Principal did not initiate this.
Let him at least complete his submission. Yes.
So,
I agree with my learned friend Miller. Doctors can't be demonized like this.
They're making a lot of allegations, my lords. 3,000 senior
I made
doctors.
no allegations.
Allegation. It's an allegation.
The number.
Allegation.
There are
Ask them what the
junior doctors and 3,000 senior doctors.
That's correct.
That's all that he is pointing
That's
out.
all I've said. I've said there's no allegation. Now, but there's all that and senior doctors have been actually doing a lot of hard work. We appreciate what's happening.
Thank you, but we're not on strike, sir. So this would really the numbers for the last page was from the
Why you repeating between lawyers? Please let Mr. Zibal complete.
I'll leave it.
We allowed you to complete now. Let him
Great. I'll leave it.
So, Madam, this is the state of affairs today, Madam. And she's also publicly said we won't take any action against you. But if the junior doctors don't go back to work, Madam, what is to be done? And their demands, see their demands.
But see, this is not
Come on, please do not.
representing them.
Now, Mr. Sibal, we want to know one basic thing. After our last order, we had said that look, set up adequate security.
Yes, it was an affidavit to that effect. I showed
Now,
you.
what have you done? Let's start with Ajikar itself, Ajikar Hospital.
Consultation with CSF.
Tell us what steps have been taken to improve the safety and the security at the
Yes, we give the affidavit. We just give it to you. Yes, we've done that. We filed this. We circulated.
Apart from budgetary allocation, what steps have you taken on the ground?
Yes, Mothers. Yes, we're showing it to your lordship. We gave that, circulated it yesterday, Mothers.
Of 2020.
Can I have? I'm not concerned, but if you can give me a copy for completion.
Through the health
I'm not
department.
sure.
This affidavit was filed through the health department. Just keep copies. Keep
None of
copies
us have
now.
I
copies,
don't
my
think we have, but I'm not concerned with that. But copies.
May I have a copy, please?
उसको तो दे दो.
This concerns the junior doctors.
Now, let's kindly see.
My lords, this is not confidential. May we all have copies?
Mr. Civil, may I have a copy, please?
May we all have copies, sir?
I'll give copies. Don't have copies for everyone. We'll give it to you. I'll just read
Yes,
it out.
you have to address the court on
We
this
don't-
issue.
Having to share one copy with them so that they can between themselves.
What is the difficulty in sharing a copy with me?
Yeah, I'm giving it to you.
You should have come to court with extra
Very
copies.
difficult, Madam.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's kindly just come to page 2, Madam, paragraph 4. Confidence building initiatives by the state of West Bengal.
As per the order of the court.
As per the order of the court, Madam. In furtherance of the orders passed by this honorable court, the following district collectors and superintendent of police have been duly communicated the said order for compliance and necessary action. Right, so each district, the district collector, commissioner of police was identified. Para 5. Further, a letter has also been issued to all district magistrates and superintendents of police for ensuring safety and security of the health professionals working in various health facilities. True copy of the letter dated so-and-so from the Principal Secretary, Department of Health and Family is attached, which is at page 1415. Then, meeting in this regard was chaired by the Chief Secretary of the state with all the district magistrates, chief medical officers of health, principals and hospital superintendents on 13/9, giving clear directions to all for ensuring safety and security and early completion of the various infrastructural works being undertaken. DMs and SPs have visited the medical college in their respective jurisdiction, and they are taking all steps in this regard. That the state of West Bengal is providing the following facilities to 28 medical colleges and hospitals throughout the state, out of which the district collectors along with superintendent of police are monitoring the 18 government medical college and hospitals in the district outside Kolkata, while the 10 medical colleges and hospitals in Kolkata are under the Kolkata Police Commissionerate. Besides this, there are 87 public hospitals, district hospitals, super specialty hospitals, sub-divisional hospitals, and state general hospitals. Now, what is it that we have done? Let's see existing facility of duty rooms and the restrooms, right? So, you have 732 males and 444 females. Total is that. Additional duty rooms and restrooms sanctioned are 5, and work has already begun, And 536 male, 357, it's increased by another 893. And within 7 to 14 days, the work will be completed. I've put it there, Work has started, and directions have been issued to executing agencies to complete the work in 7 to 14 days. Then come to the existing toilet facilities. We have 462, 249 for women and 711 total, and 1497 and 806 in public hospitals. That's 2303. The additional for women is 724 and 503 for the others, for the public hospitals. And this also will be completed in 7 to 14 days. Then existing CCTV cameras, in additional will be 6178 and public hospitals 4071. Also, work will be over between 7 and 14 days. Following this is the special dealing with RG cars. There are currently common duty rooms are available for doctors. The total are 57, 24 and 47. Additional will be made and sanctioned. There are 71 additional. And work has started. And joint inspection with hospital authorities, PWD, CISF has been held. New works have been taken up. Then existing facility toilets, 43 and 26 is 69. We're building another 82. Joint inspection has been done with hospital authorities, PWD and CISF has been held, and new works have been taken up. Then existing CCTV cameras 217, we're increasing them to 415. 36 are installed, the other work is going on. Then photos are at page 16 to 26, they're all there. Then, additional security guards. In order to improve the safety and security of doctors, nurses, and other staff in all the medical colleges and hospitals, the government of West Bengal has introduced the program Ratire Sati Helper at Night. The concurrence of State Finance Department has been obtained for engagement of additional 1514 security personnel under this program for all medical colleges and hospitals. There are already 232 existing security guards and additional 85 security personnel have been designated afresh for RJKar Medical Hospital, College and Hospital. 3 companies of CISF are already deployed at RJKar. A true copy of the order dated so-and-so issued by the department is attached. It is, however, most respectfully submitted that despite the order of this court, junior doctors, but anyway, I don't want to read this because unnecessarily, we have now reached some kind of settlement.
Now, when you say that there are 232 existing security guards and additional 85 security personnel have been designated afresh for RJKar Medical
Yes.
Are these from the Ratires?
No. These are police personnel, not Ratire Sathi. And we will substitute the Ratire Sathi with police personnel. It's only a temporary measure, only for 1 year, Maharaj.
No,
we can substitute them with police personnel.
You know, Mr. Sibal, what really happened was this. The accused who committed the crime was drawn from the volunteer force.
Correct.
Now, if we are going to have another set of contractual people who will be now designated.
No, now we are giving them ID cards. But security agencies have been.
Imagine these contractual people will be trained. 1 second. These contractual people will be trained for 7 days, and then they will be walking all around in the hospital. Now, what is the protection that these young doctors have, particularly the women doctors, about these contractual staff walking around in the night in the hospital?
Well, this is in addition to the security of the police that is already there, Mother.
But you know, the crime was, let's face it, the crime was crime is alleged to have been carried out by volunteer.
That's right. That's
at
right.
the hospital.
That's
now,
right.
we are going to replace the volunteers with these.
Mother, there were hundreds of volunteers, Mother. It's not that. We'll make sure now. We've got police personnel there. There are stationed there.
The appraisal, the GR says, the government resolution says, that they will be appointed through an outsourcing agency.
These are not civic volunteers. There is a security agency that we have hired. Through them, we have recruited.
So the security agency will recruit these people.
Yes.
Does anybody carry out any?
Yes. Verification is done. Proper verification.
Psychological assessment, because these people are going to be working.
Proper verification is done. Health department is involved in this. Something has to be left.
They, particularly the women doctors, have a feeling of insecurity. Now you get some.
CISF is there today, Mothers.
They don't know who these people are.
Mothers, CISF.
Not your police. They're not your paramilitary.
CISF is there, Mothers, for them to resume work now. Now what's the problem? CISF is there. Mothers, after all, something has to be done by the state, Mothers, to make sure that your lordships.
And CISF will be there for a short time because they responded to.
We'll make arrangements after that, Mothers.
The police, we are asked.
We'll make arrangements after that. But it can't be, Mothers, that the doctor.
That's all we ask.
The whole problem is when you entrust security to contractual staff, particularly in hospitals where people are on duty for 36 hours, they stay there. There is virtually no protection for women otherwise.
There is civic volunteer in this, Mother. These are true security.
They are contractual staff.
We have a police outpost. Kindly see, we have a police outpost in every hospital.
Notwithstanding the police outpost,
I am not disputing that, Mother.
514 of them.
Why is it?
1,500.
14 hours is again incorrect. 14 hours is again incorrect. So if your losses want, we'll disband this. There is no issue, Mother.
It's not a question of the court wanting it. We are not in charge of governance in this
But
case.
therefore, Mother, some confidence in us.
They have genuine reservation because they say, who are these contractual people who are now
Some confidence with us. Mother, your lordship must have some confidence in the state machinery after all this has happened. After all, we are also cognizant of it. We are also all against it. We want the security of our women doctors. Your lordship must assume that, Mother. State is not cognizant of all this.
Now, in terms of what you have disclosed to us, you said that there are 28 government medical colleges in the state of West Bengal.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
There are 17 government hospitals, including hospitals attached to medical colleges.
Yes.
And number of government hospitals in the state of West Bengal, 87 hospitals besides the 28 medical colleges and hospitals.
Correct.
Now, so we are only dealing with these 28 government medical colleges. colleges in the state of West Bengal. This is a key area.
Page 10.
Because government medical colleges involve young people who are there to pursue their medicine.
Yes.
These are the young girls who are straight out of 12th standard, who are going to be then joining for 4.5, 5 years.
Correct.
So therefore, dealing with young people in the age group of 18 to 23, they are particularly vulnerable and they have to be protected.
Of course.
And we have to deal therefore with these 28 colleges.
Correct.
Because they have no great pleasure in abstaining from work.
That's right.
They are abstaining from work because now, as we see, having these contractual people there, they will be having a new source of completely insecure premises.
That's
Who are these people who are going to be joining at a contractual level? I think government has to talk to them and tell them that, look, this is the verification which we are doing. We need now a new set of volunteers who will be called the Rakhidev Sati.
We informed them yesterday evening in our conversation with them, Malaz. This was informed.
My lords, both are instructed.
And this is what is recorded. It's also recorded.
Place the
They are in a situation where
It's also recorded.
There's a lack of security for the doctors. The way to do it is really to have regular police personnel, at least in these 28 government medical colleges and hospitals.
That's our demand.
These are the colleges where the youngest of our senior doctors
Plus 17. There's also Calcutta, 28 plus 17. Put look at page 10, Malaz.
Yes.
28 in the state is 17 in Calcutta.
Simple. So you have 45.
I mentioned that every hospital, the Chief Justice says, look, there was a police output and yet this happened. So therefore...
So we are dealing with 28 plus 17,
Yes.
45.
Yes.
Let's deal with these 45 first on priority.
Right.
Because as we said in the other hospitals, you will not have, say, 18, 19-year-old young, almost like children. They're beyond 18, that's the only thing. But these are very young doctors, young interns.
Right.
They're all young students.
Right.
Now, they are straight out of their homes. They're coming in from different parts of West Bengal. Now, we have to assuage their concerns and the concerns of their parents.
Malaz, kindly see, Malaz, page...
Tell us for these 45 hospitals.
Kindly
Tell us for the 45 hospitals, what are you going to do to...
Kindly have a look at page 10, item 8. There's an increase of women security officials on duty when women doctors, nursing staff are on night duty. 910 additional women security personnel will be deployed after training at the police training institutes. And they are undergoing training at the moment.
Now, these women security personnel will be regular...
Yes. Regular police
or what?
Regular police force.
So within what period will they...
They're undergoing training, because I don't know what the training period, but at the moment they are undergoing training. I'll find out and let you know.
Because, ultimately the devil lies in the fine print. It's not, they say that, look, you've sanctioned funds. You say that, well, duty rooms are being constructed.
We'll get back to your lordships on this.
So tell us, and second, who is going to, in every district in West Bengal, the collector and district magistrate, one, and second, the superintendent of police, they must ensure and oversee that these arrangements are in place.
Absolutely.
In terms of the CCTV cameras, the location for the CCTV cameras, and most importantly, there has to be some SOP. It can't be that the principal says, "Acha, yahan laga do, wahan laga do."
That's why, Malaz,
you must have a proper SOP on where you're going to put CCTV.
Malaz, what happened was when the CI said...
They must provide absolute cover to areas where, say, the female doctors rest at night. The bathrooms which they use, because these are the areas where they are vulnerable.
Malaz, we are ad idem. Malaz, when the cameras were installed in the Ajikar hospital, we asked the CISF to tell us where should they be installed. And we installed them accordingly. Similarly, we'll do it. We have an SOP in place. And we'll place it on record, Malaz, and we'll follow it to the T.
Now see, Ajikar also, Mr. Sibal, the progress is very slow. Ajikar, you said you have sanctioned 415 additional CCTV cameras.
Yes.
But only 36 have been installed.
But within 7 to 14 days, they took time to identify the place. So within 7 to 14 days, they'll be completed.
Now, 1 second. Have the lawyers appearing for the resident doctors seen now what they have assured the court that they are going to do? Within a period of 7 to 14 days, they have given us details of the CCTV cameras, duty restrooms,
Public
and
toilet
facilities.
Yes.
Now, apart from that, say at Ajikor itself, areas where the women doctors they take rest at night or even during the day, early morning. Why can't you think of having, say, biometric facilities for access to that particular area?
Yes.
Is it not possible to have biometric access?
We'll do that, Manoj.
A woman who goes into, say, now she went to the seminar room, but the access to that particularly, which is a duty restroom, should be only controlled by a biometric facility.
Actually, Manoj, the health secretary is here. We will do it. We'll put biometrics there. No issue.
So these are, you have to also think out of the box.
Yes, I agree. Manoj, we want this to be in place so that such incidents don't happen again, Manoj. That's our primary concern. It's an eye-opener for us all.
Tell us, since the health secretary is here, what modalities will you follow for reviewing each hospital as a standalone unit and ensuring that the requirement of installing CCTV cameras, restrooms, access points, control of access is maintained? What is we can't start saying,
correct.
Say, all right, in this hospital, give us 20 more cameras.
May I make a request, Manoj?
Consult with us.
1 second.
How you are going to put into place?
May I make a request, Manoj? We will give to your lordships on affidavit. Give us 2 weeks' time to exactly how it is going to be
2
done.
weeks is too long.
DM and SPs are already doing it, Manoj.
DM, SB, suprem of hospitals, along with the representative of the doctors, are visiting each of the places. They are identifying, and only then the bugs are being taken up. From a security point of view,
All right, then what we will do is this: we will record that the district magistrates, the superintendent of police, and the representative of the senior and the hospital administrators, the doctors.
The moment it's participatory, the process.
Yes, absolutely.
That you put in place a participatory process.
Absolutely.
The doctors are also then absolutely.
To be considered.
Absolutely, Manoj. We agree, Manoj.
All right, then you
That's
pass
the minutes also.
because
That's part of the agreement.
Ultimately,
Integrity.
I also realize that we are dealing with young people between the age of 18 and 23. We have to handle them in a different way. They're all deeply concerned. It could have happened to any one of them. Why only this young woman? That could have happened to any one of them. That's all that they are worried about.
Yes, and rightly so.
All right.
We have made a coordinating officer to do this.
An affidavit has been filed by the state of West Bengal for explaining the steps. Dr. Joshi will come back to you in a minute, don't worry. An affidavit has been filed by the state of West Bengal
On behalf of the health department.
on behalf of the state of West Bengal by Sri Narayan Swarup Nigam, Principal Secretary in the Department of Health and Family Welfare, explaining the steps which have been taken specifically for upgrading bracket 1 duty rooms stroke restrooms bracket 2 toilet facilities and bracket 3 CCTV cameras, availability of CCTV cameras in government medical colleges and hospitals across the state. Next, the data which has been placed on the record indicates that there are 28 government medical colleges in the state of West Bengal and 17 government hospitals, apart from which there are 17 government hospitals in Kolkata. Full stop. The number of government the formation of a confidential grievance redressal system in every hospital.
Well, there's already been in the minutes.
Right.
It's in the minutes.
Second, but let's tread the path of least resistance. We can ensure that people are on board. H, the formation of internal complaint committees in accordance with the Sexual Harassment Act of 2013, again very important. I, setting up of a counseling center to be formed in every hospital and college with qualified professionals in the psychiatric and psychology departments, which will address the stress faced by students. Very valid. It's a genuine concern. I think this is something which every hospital should have. Then, installation of CCTV cameras, which I think we've already covered in our answer.
No, I don't wish to say anything more about that.
Also we have covered.
Let me just make my point of view a little clear so that there is a confidence building between the doctors and the state. I'm here before you, that's my concern. I want this confidence to be built. I want the doctors to go back to work. I want to state it very clearly. So, my lord, your lordships have already issued the order relating to CCTV. We are satisfied with that. They've already informed us about the restrooms and the toilets. We are satisfied with that. We do understand it'll take time to...
Just 1 second. Ketan, मैंने जो order dictate किया ना,
Application must go on. Secondly, it is
so he go on record with
but we must keep substantive equality.
particular
difference. My lords, just a few things, my lords.
And what's
Yes, my lord. Now,
Mr. Subal, what we will do is that these 4 areas, 2 CCTV and restrooms we have already covered.
Yes.
F to I. This is something which we will ask the government to consider.
It's already there. Existing committees are already there.
Just see if
this incident would not have happened.
Yeah, we put it. It's there.
These conditions have been put in place. Let's be clear. Let them not be in denial. That's our only demand. We have no other demand, my lord. Don't be in denial.
We're not denying it.
On behalf of the West Bengal Junior Doctors Front, an application has been filed seeking specific directions. Good stuff. Two of the principal reliefs, which are the affidavit, inter alia, the affidavit contains the following prayers. Please say, I the copy the law. Prayer B, which has been set out above, is specifically covered, is specifically the subject matter of the investigation which is being carried out by the CBI, and hence, full stop. As regards prayer C, the court has been apprised of the fact that a meeting took place on 16 September 2024 between the...
No, but live streamed is not there, Madam. They've asked for live streaming, Madam.
We're satisfied with the meeting. We don't want live streaming. We're satisfied with what has taken place.
I agree.
No,
This is not fair. Again, he's trying to demonize the doctors.
No.
Nothing else. We went without the precondition of live streaming.
Prayer B, as regards prayer B,
Yes,
a meeting took place on 16 September 2024 between the Chief Minister and about 40 representatives of the West Bengal Junior Doctors Front. Full stop. A copy of the minutes of the meeting has been placed on the record. Full stop. Ms. Jaising, however, states that though prayer B contains a specific request for live streaming of the meeting, that was not insisted upon, and broad terms of settlement. You'll say broad terms of settlement have been arrived at.
Yes, these are broad terms of settlement. They wanted 40 of us went.
There's D and E relating to CCTV cameras and restrooms and toilets has already been dealt with in the earlier part of this order. We find merit in